G'day, wonderful listeners. This is episode 47 of Trev's Talk, and I'm your host, Trev. Last week, I left off wondering whether the Muslim leader, Sheikh Mohammed, was able to get the committee of the Perth Mosque to agree on giving financial support to my Aboriginal Scholarship project. I also left off wondering whether my reach out email to Progressive Rabbi Kim of the Temple David might answer and give me a meeting to discuss my Aboriginal student scholarship. Well, at the moment, I am still wondering, because neither the Sheikh nor the Rabbi have got back to me at this stage. I will keep on waiting and hoping for now. I have been mulling over how the secrets to be given out at Medjugorje, my amazing future dreams, and the end times prophesied in the book of Revelations of the Holy Bible all mesh together. Firstly, the 10 secrets of Medjugorje are going to attract worldwide media coverage. The first 3 secrets are warnings for the need of people to turn to God, including the illumination of conscience and the unquestionable miracle of a sign from God appearing at the site of Our Lady's first visitation to the 6 children. Those early secrets announced to the public will make huge waves of interest, which will draw many people into doing the things Our Lady is asking them to do. Secondly, a large number of my future dreams, received over the last 15 years or so, have me doing things which seem to be virtually impossible when I am already so old. I am well past my 84th birthday. Consider my dream of passing my flying test and obtaining a private pilot license. I started the process of doing the medical for it in September last year, and I have just recently received word that my appeal to the Administration Review Tribunal to have the Aviation Authority's refusal to give me medical clearance will not be heard until March next year. Also, I believe that appeal will not succeed, and I will have to push my appeal all the way to the Equal Opportunities Commission. How many more months will that take? I'm looking at many more months yet to get the medical clearance, and then on top of that, I have to actually do flying lessons for many months and pass the final test. See? That is just one example of how it looks pretty much impossible for me to do all the things my future dreams say that I'm going to do. That is, unless there is a mighty shift in how the world operates. This made me think about how the secrets of Medjugorje might interlock with the prophecies of the book of Revelations in the Holy Bible. That part of the Holy Bible talks of the end times of this world. The 10 secrets of Medjugorje start with mercy. We, the people, are given warnings and signs to change our ways before the judgment of the 10th secret, which is a chastisement or punishment. First, mercy, then judgment. Sister Faustina, a recognized saint from Poland, who can be readily looked up on Google, kept a diary of the things Jesus told her. She wrote in her diary, number 1588, that Jesus said to her, "Before the day of justice, I am sending the day of mercy." Again, like the 10 Medjugorje secrets, first mercy, then judgment. This brings me to the book of Revelations in the Holy Bible. I find that chapter not easy to understand, so I had inspiration and thought I would ask Boris, my AI assistant, a question. I asked, what does the book of Revelations predict regarding the end of the world? And Boris said, the book of Revelation does not simply predict the end of the world, it describes both a time of judgment and destruction, and the transformation of creation into a new heaven and new earth. In other words, it is about the end of the present age and the beginning of a renewed heavenly reality. There are two major themes in Revelation: judgment and cosmic upheaval. Revelation contains vivid imagery of seals, trumpets, and bowls of wrath, symbols of divine judgment on evil and corruption. These passages are often interpreted as describing catastrophic events that mark the end of the current world order. Revelation talks of renewal and new creation. Revelation 21 explicitly says, then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away. This vision emphasizes transformation rather than annihilation. The world is renewed into a perfect heavenly state where God dwells with humanity. The end versus renewal. Firstly, the end of the world or destruction. Many Christian traditions emphasize Revelation as a prophecy of the end times, with wars, plagues, and final judgment. This is the apocalyptic side of the book, showing the collapse of the old order. Then secondly, renewal of the world or transformation. Revelation also promises the new Jerusalem, a city where God lives among his people with no more death, mourning, or pain. This is the hopeful side of the book, pointing to a redeemed creation rather than total obliteration. So there is a balance between the end of the world and the renewal of the world. Revelation is best understood as both an ending and a beginning. It predicts the end of the sinful, broken world. It also reveals the beginning of a new heavenly reality where God's kingdom is fully established. The Greek word in the Greek translation, apocalypsis, means unveiling or revealing, not destruction. The book of Revelation's purpose is to unveil God's plan for renewal, even though it passes through judgment first. So to summarize, Revelation is not only about the end of the world, it is about the end of the present age and the transformation of the world into a new heavenly creation. It combines apocalyptic judgment with the promise of renewal, culminating in the vision of a new heaven and new earth. That's the end of Boris, my AI assistant's answer to my question, and his answer fits neatly with what we know about the 10 secrets of Medjugorje. They are firstly mercy, followed by judgment. At secret number 10, and then it will be a new world like what promised by the book of Revelations. And as well as that, when this new world comes, I will be able to do all the things my future dreams say I will do. Therefore, the new world must be close now, because I know it will all happen in my lifetime. And as I said a few minutes ago, I am now 84. Well, wonderful listeners, none of this tells of the period between now and the illumination of conscience, which is to come in the early secrets of Medjugorje. This is the period Our Lady wants us to turn to Jesus and prayer so that the wars, plagues, floods, and other awful things don't get too damaging to the world. We are being warned that things are going to get much worse if we do not turn to Jesus and give him true respect. That's it, wonderful listeners, for this episode. I look forward to your company again next week. This is Trev, tuning out.